How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Mullen Automotive, which had a strong day inside of the market. Like I was saying in my previous video, as long as we're holding support at $2, this stock should show some consistency. But since we had a catalyst that came through today, it ended up making a strong pop. The low that it tested was $2.20. So again, any trader who was inside of this play, you had no reason to be nervous about it because it was still holding support levels. And then we got that catalyst that came through. So congratulations if you're seeing some green in your portfolio. So I know I'm going to be getting a lot of questions in regards to the price action for tomorrow, so I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, we want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Mullen Automotive. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.03, being up 28.94%. On the low, it tested $2.20, and then on the high, testing $3.15. So when we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 321.156 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 276.634 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we've seen some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is at 61.12. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, but we are above the 50-day and as well as the 21-day EMA. So one thing that we saw, we were able to hold support at $2.20. Remember what I said in the previous video, if we did break through $2, then we could have potentially filled in this gap to the downside, which is right around 179. Of course, that did not happen. We held on to 220 and we were able to see a high of $3.15. So going into tomorrow, what I'd want to see, I want to see us get past 315 and see if we can make a move going to around 353. If we're able to get to 353 and there's more buying volume coming into the play, then that's where I want to see Mullen get to $4. This is very achievable for this stock. Another thing we have to understand, we did break through our lower low and as well as lower high pattern. So now that we've had this spike, I want to see us form a higher low. Most preferably, I would love to see us hold up above $2.75. If we can continue to hold this level, then that's where we can look forward to seeing a next move up, having that consolidation, having buyers wanting to step in and seeing that, you know what, the price is stabilizing itself. I think that will bring in a lot more bulls and so forth. But so far, I love what I saw from Mullen today, so let's go on to the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for MULN. So for the off-exchange short volume ratio, it's at 32.73%. And then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 14.433 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 100,000, updated 1 minute ago. And then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 20.82%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 28th, it was at 34.19. And then for the close of the 29th, being at 32.73. So one thing that is clear, Mullen does continue to have short squeeze potential. Now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Mullen Automotive. So we can see on the inflow, it was at 191 million, and then on the outflow, it was at 191 million. So it was pretty much even. And then when we take a look at what happened on the large, it was 63.50. On the medium, it was 105, and then on the small, it was 22.36. And then on the outflow side, you can see on the large, it was 70.30, 0. Then on the medium, it was 100. And then on the small, it was 20.26. Taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you could see from March the 30th, which is today, we had that big outflow of 6.81 million. And then when we analyze numbers even further for the small scale orders that tends to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at the large, represents whales, institutions, and funds, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 938.23%. And we know the reason why it's this high because there's a lot of traders that are going in and out of this play. Remember, I think it was around 400, so more than doubled. So that's why you want to keep this play on your radar. And we'll also talk about the catalyst inside of the final thoughts. So let's get into it right now. So for my final thoughts for Mullen Automotive, let's go over the recent press release that came out today. So why Mullen Automotive stock is surging. Mullen Automotive shares are surging Wednesday after the company's CEO David Michery teased a new customer in an interview with Benzinga. A fairly large company will be buying the company's van vehicles in the close future, Michery said Wednesday during the Benzinga's List Maker event. The Mullen Automotive CEO also confirmed that the company doesn't expect to encounter any delays in the short term. Mullen Automotive is engaged in manufacturing electric vehicles and energy solutions. The company was named one of Benzinga's 2022 list makers for the electric vehicle category. So this is definitely some great news for Mullen Automotive getting an order from a major Fortune 500 company. This is part of the reasons why investors are excited, and we've seen that strong pop in the afternoon. Will this momentum continue going into tomorrow? I don't see why not, especially when more news is announced. I think this is going to get many people fired up, especially traders, that will increase the volume in this play since we have been seeing a decrease, and we could see it make further moves to the upside. But with that said, of course, I have to go over the price action. So since we did end up seeing a high today of $3.15 going into the open for tomorrow, we want to have a break above this level. And then the next area you want to look out for is around $3.53. If we could pass $3.53, we could see Mullen getting to $4. So again, add that to your homework. If we end up having some consolidation or we have a pullback, I would love to see us form a higher low. Like I was saying in the previous video, there has been a good amount of selling pressure. So the fact that we have a turnaround, having that above average volume, having some buying coming in, and even if we do want to pull back a little bit, I want to see some strength at least above $2.75 or just hold 275 level. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. So that's why when you have catalysts that come through, Mullen can move up very quickly. And this is why I always emphasize having a strategy is so important. I've been saying it in numerous videos. You should only be concerned unless this stock breaks $2 because there is a gap to the downside around $1.79. And for the pullback we had today at 220, that was an opportunity where if you were considering it, then you would have been able to ride this uptrend when it got up to $3. And I also have Mullen shareholders who are coming inside of the Discord that were asking me, should I sell? And I was like, you know what? I would not be concerned unless it broke through the $2 level and it got down to $1.79. They did have an average cost of $2.28. So technically, since Mullen did not break through $2, I'm pretty sure they were able to smile and see the stock run up to $3. So if you're not a part of the Discord, I highly suggest you check out the link inside of the description, and I'll make sure that you'll be able to bank money when it comes to this play. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see how the stock performs going into tomorrow, and I will continue to keep you inside of the loop. We'll talk soon.